Good morning, everyone, and good morning from Josiah. If you do not know me, hi, my name is Josie. I am a 25-year-old stay-at-home mom of 8 children, one who has special needs, and I'm going to answer some questions that y'all have, asked me, but I'm also going to answer 2 questions that people took the liberty to text me because it kind of threw me off. One of the questions that somebody had the nerve to text me was, why would I continue to have children if all I do was produce sick children? I don't produce sick children. What tend to happen was, and I've explained this before, was in the first 12 weeks of gestation, which was when Josiah was, growing, which are the first 12 weeks of a woman's pregnancy, which are the most important. He had a gene mutation, which caused his syndrome. We did not know he was coming with a syndrome. I did not know. The only thing that was absolutely wrong my entire pregnancy was that he had a heart arrhythmia, and because of that heart arrhythmia, I ended up getting induced because he was no longer safe in the womb. He was safer out, the way the doctors explained. My dad were both tested along with Josiah to make sure that we weren't carriers of this gene, and we were not, y'all. It literally just happened to him, which my fetal maternal doctor explained to me that it was something that we couldn't stop. It was something that was going to happen, and it did. But it doesn't mean that we produce sickly children, and it does not mean that that is what Josiah is, okay? Another of the questions that somebody asked me was, can you catch what he has? Y'all, you cannot catch a syndrome, okay? This isn't like the flu that he walks around just spreading it to everyone. You cannot catch a rare genetic syndrome. You're born with it, or it's inherited down the line. In this case, it just happened to Josiah. He didn't inherit any of the genes. Josiah's syndrome is Coffin-Siris syndrome, and he carries the ARID1B gene mutation. But yeah, he cannot give this to your child. He can't. This isn't strep or the flu where he just touches your baby and there's a chance that your baby can catch it. No, that doesn't work like that, y'all. Another question that many people have asked was, do children with this syndrome have the same thing? Well, it just depends, y'all. I know that they share a lot of similarities. Josiah has a bifid epiglottis. He has tracheolaryngomalacia that he never outgrew. He has difficulties to feed. He was silently aspirating. That's why he has the GJ tube in place. But then also the motility of his stomach isn't great, so that's why he's on erythromycin to help the motility of his stomach. Josiah could go days without pooping if he's not on erythromycin. Many of the other kiddos have breathing difficulties. In Josiah's case, his breathing has always been the #1 thing that has kept him hospitalized for the long time that it did, because he literally could not survive without a high oxygen flow machine in the very first months of his life.